Michelle Obama. Who is that? I don't think many people knew who Michelle was before 2008, before Barack became president. I don't think many people knew who she was, what she was about, and her persona before then. Today I'm going to be presenting you a presentation about Michelle. So, who is Michelle? This presentation will entail the life and achievements of Michelle Obama. Michelle was born in Chicago, Illinois, to parents Marion and Fraser. Her parents were regular working people, and she also had a brother, Craig, who was actually about 21 months older than she was. People always mistake them for twins because of how close their age was. Isn't that funny? I don't think I would. How would I feel if I was mistaken as my brother's twin? I don't know if I would like that or dislike that. Michelle was a very smart lady. She started college at Princeton in 1981. She graduated magna cum laude from Princeton in 1985 with a degree in sociology. If I'm not mistaken, I think she had a degree from there also in African American studies. But Michelle went on to get her JD degree from Harvard Law School. She also followed in her brother's footsteps. She loved her brother. Michelle met Barack on her first job as a lawyer. They married in 1992. They had their first daughter, Malaya, in 1998, and their second daughter, Sasha, was born in 2001. 2001. According to People.com, and becoming Mrs. Obama is candid about the difficulties she and the former president faced. They also reported through marriage counseling, Miss Obama explained she learned to take control of her own happiness. How about that? Now, this is a list of Michelle's major achievements and campaigns. Of course, there are so many, so I had to kind of narrow it down for the sake of the presentation because if I wrote down everything she's done, we would be here forever, and we don't want that. I don't want that. So, of course, she was the first lady of the United States from 2008 to 2016. Her husband Barack was president, of course. In her own words, her book was published in 2008 and gave insight to what it's like being the first lady of the US. I can only imagine how difficult that job is. She created the Let's Move campaign. I'm not sure if you guys remember, she actually came to Clinton, Mississippi for that campaign. But that Let's Move campaign, it promotes healthy eating and physical activity because Mississippi is one of the most obese states. It kind of helps us to try to get in shape and give us more insight about that. She, along with Jill Biden, former President Joe Biden's wife, they created the Joining Forces campaign as well, which kind of rallies around our troops and veterans and makes sure they're supported and taken care of in every aspect. Life in the White House for Michelle. She was very open and honest about everything that she endured in the White House. I'm not sure if you guys read her latest book, Becoming, but it gives details to everything she went through, everything she endured. It was actually a lot. But anyway, she was an idol and a fashion icon for women everywhere. She's also an advocate for health, poverty, physical activity, and women's rights. Michelle is a great woman. Life after the First Lady. Whew, glad that's over. I'm sure that's what she's saying. She, along with Barack, they still reside in Washington, D.C., at least until their daughter, Sasha, graduates high school. Malaya, their first daughter, is currently a student at Harvard University. What a way to go, Malaya. Life is still good for them, but it's a little bit more relaxed now. According to Time.com, about life after the White House. Michelle said, "It's opening up my door and walking out and enjoying the weather and sitting on my patio," she told NBC's Today Show Thursday. "It's going to my girls' game and just really being a mom." Time.com also stated the former First Lady has recently stepped up her public engagements after a period of being out of the spotlight. So, Michelle continues to be a great model for everyone, of course. She shows that the little girl from the south side of Chicago can do it as well. According to New York Times, in reading about her journey from high achieving, self possessed child in Chicago to the fraught glamour of her life in the White House, we marvel at the way she balanced herself and her image. They also stated that Michelle is a study in what happens in the ways we see ourselves, when we in the ways we see ourselves don't line up with the way society sees us. It's always good to know that regardless of our background, you too can do anything you put your mind to. Thank you.